Test. Rationide, what's up? What's up? We're do some mining today. We're going to attach a script. And we're going to attach it to the rigid body. It's going to extend interactable. Oh, God. We are too strict on this. We can say physics body. Rigid body means something that is movable, but we want it on static body, so we're going to go stat body. Not static, physics body. abstract class. There we go. Okay, so that'll just give it all the properties that it needs to be interactable. This is cool. The abstract method is saying, I have not created the interact function. Let's do it. That's correct. I could theoretically make my player interactable, because interactable now extends a physics body, which is upstream or from a character body, right? Inherited by. You couldn't put a Node 2D script on an animated sprite. Let's check. We're already in the docs, right? There's like a quick function, Shift F5 to search the docs. F1. I don't know if I have any. I wish I had my, I wish I had like, sometimes I wish I had a normal keyboard. Definitely inherits Node 2D. Yeah, this is a pattern I do a lot. So I made it more generic there, and now we can put it on this static body. And it's saying this new abstract designator right here says func interact. It is designated that now anything that inherits from this has to. So you can see this error down at the bottom. Let's see if you can see it. Yeah, it says I have to write func interact. And we could potentially now pass the linter there. We don't have to call ready, because otherwise we'd have to call super, I think, which is super annoying. When this interacts, we want to some sort of scene path here. Can we do that? Resource path? Scene? What about packed scene? There we go. I've chosen packed scene. So now I click this. And now we'll search for a rock. Not that rock. The interactable rock. Okay. And so now, let's get our player up. He's got a spawn function, I think, a random spawn function that's basically a position around him in a vector. I think that's close enough. So we will rock. Instantiate. And then we want to get tree dot current scene dot add. We'll give that a position. Position. We need to put this way down. So we'll just take that multiplier off there. and we'll say our position. So not just vector 0. So that'll spawn a new rock. Now we need a couple other things. On the pickup scene, I have some like timers to prevent, I guess, the area pickup. I have a cooldown timer. We'll call this resource cooldown. So maybe we could even have this like do a yield of some sort, right? Do I have to call ready? Because when I do here, yeah, I really don't like calling super. It's so annoying. It's so easy not to do. So we'll try it with and without super, but we do need to add this timer. And then what we want is to, whenever this interacts, if resource cooldown stopped, do the thing and start it. Okay. It should be like 1 a second. It shouldn't be 1 every 0.2 seconds. Just prevent them from going crazy. And we also want to play like a little animation here, so get that ready. The other thing this sort of script could have is export our count int equal 5. It's fine. And then animation play, tree. Yeah, new shake. This whole damn node is fine, I believe. Is there any reason not to shake the whole node? Maybe the static body. That's fine. Okay. Like a little, there's a plugin here called like Shaker. You can, I want to go, doesn't really matter. This is just for testing. And then we'll just randomize playing it in reverse or not. I'm gonna add a little bit of sine wave to it too. So let's go quick in, and then we'll slow it down out. The easing. We want to sort of reverse that, don't we? We definitely want like a duplicate this key. And then just go like I don't know what I'm doing. Doesn't need to move on two different. Just keep this like too many axes. Where is this easing happening? Here? Is this the easing that I'm like? Is it fast one? Yeah, I think it's this. I'm just kind of playing around. And then we want to return to neutral slowly. So linear velocity is part of a throwable. I think we're going to split up pickups and interactable. Yeah. We're going to just like make this extend something else. It'll be a static body 3D right now. I mean, you still need to go and revert this. This is too big of a change right now. This should really be a physics body. And then how do we tell? Yeah, this really should be. How do we fix this? So let's fix it correctly. So linear velocity is not declared. So they diverge in terms of their abilities. Cannot extend twice, huh? So how can I use linear velocity here? So I'm assuredly only putting this on rigid bodies, this class. Now all this stuff doesn't make any sense because maybe this is just how it is, and the interactable piece here. I think this is better. Now I don't have to call super, but we have some duplication. So I'll be able to. Ah, here it is. Yeah, that makes sense. Fuck. I lose some typing here. But that's it. I don't I don't think we force a type like that unless no, we do it all the time. Damn it. How can I solve this? This is where knowing what a type system is capable of is better. So when we genericize this, how can I assure that this linear velocity is on this thing? I assure you. It's terrible. Oh, maybe I can just like, can I track it like on its, I can just track it on itself, right? Vector? It's like shadowing a, I assure you that it's there. What about this? Test. How about that? Cannot confirm it about 3D. Hmm. Okay, okay. We'll do it the easy way. That was never gonna work. No, it's gonna be mad at me, right? I haven't put it in the scene. I've attached it to a static body. And do tan suit. Am I right? I don't know. It could be. We'll never know. We wonder if we say mode, uh, physics mode. Not that. What did it say? It said dot mode. Is that it? Or set mode? I don't see anything that says I can disable, I can turn this into a static body. This is tough. But we're going to make this crystal. I think we're going to just have two separate interactables. We're going to have interactable static, interactable rigid. As much as that kind of sucks a little bit. Let's do that. Let's do a slight refactor. We're going to take our interactable pickup and our interactable, and we are going to turn interactable pickup is just going to do this. It's going to extend a rigid body. Yeah, rigid body 3D. So that's what it must be. Now, that means this ready function. Oh, now we can't determine whether it has activation or pickup. God damn it. For our label system. Unless we have a separate group for pickups. What are we gonna do? Do I have something that can be picked up? It can be picked up, it can be grabbed. This can only be interacted with. This can be interacted with and then results in a pickup. The issue is that these are two different types in terms of their physics, and I can't meld them. This has to be a static body. Now, in my area of interaction, though, it can distinguish between them by the group name that they're in, but now that creates a scenario where the interact area isn't generic, because it says this sucks. So I have to distinguish between a physics body that can be moved and a physics body that is moved by other forces. Interactables cannot be both. What if we did this? It's physics body 3D. Can you extend a Godot class twice? How do I extend from multiple classes? Okay, there's traits. Okay, that would be good. That's kind of what we want. Yeah, this is it. I'm gonna just save this. Traits are coming. Godot traits. It's coming. Okay. So I'm reaching for something that doesn't exist. In the short term, we have to split these up. And this just has to be how many times do we type this? Once. I think case and match statements are fast. Is it like includes? Case DD script case statement includes. How can you do this? Match. Match test value. We can do a binding pattern. There we go. Matches an array. Could do that. Get groups. We only have one. I think I'm overthinking it. We call it pickups. That's just simpler. Perfect. Anything you can pick up is called a pickups. is this? I have to rewrite this whole fucking thing. All right, let me take a quick break because I'm silly. Do you think I'm gonna crash? Go tomorrow. Absolutely. Stay home. I'm sick. Do whatever you have to. Actually, I don't know what it looks like down there. I am not in Richmond right now. I'm in the Woodbridge area, so I I really don't know what's gonna happen. Especially since I don't think we're getting any snow up here. We got some last week, but not really anything to write home about. I'm gonna roll all this back because I don't want to change anything in my interactables right now. Perfect. All interactables must be rigid body 3D. They all must do this. We're just gonna call freeze on it. Boom. I've been trying to do some art recently. Do my lack of motivation program is a little nice. That's great. I'm so happy that you are doing that because it makes a big difference to kind of switch mediums. You know, try something. You know, get a little this or that. Just have it be different. Me, on the other hand, I just brute force. Oh, crystal test. Let's see if it makes rocks. All that for it worked on our first try. The problem is we've added these as let's go. Yeah, it worked first try. We just kind of fucked around with the type system for like It's so funny how fast we got that going. So what's happening here is that we're not RPCing, we're not spawning these in multiplayer wise. So while it worked, it still needs a little assistance here. So in this case, what we have to do is when we interact, we need to call an RPC. Interact sync is what I call this stuff. And we always call with IPC ID 1. There we go. This way, if a bunch of people are spamming it, only the server is going to really respect that decision. And we didn't label that with an RPC, but we should do that with RPC, any peer, call local is fine, and we'll do that reliably. All right. So now, here's the other thing we can do. We can say assume owner on this thing because we know that this resource, assume owner, let's say if it has that function. Interactable pickup. Oh, we can set the peer ID. Set peer ID. Set owner peer ID. That's all we got to do. This hasn't always worked for me, but we're going to try it. And then we say multiplayer dot get caller. Was it get remote sender? So then we say, hey, person that interacted with me, you're now the responsible person for this rock, whether you like it or not. Okay. They're only coming down on other people's machines. They're coming down on the server. So to me, this means we request pickup, but then we don't actually call this down to the players. But we do call this to the players. Oh, we can say call remote. Is call remote like always on there? Yeah. Let's say call remote. Do we need a spawner? Any peer can call this reliably. We have to add this back to the player either with a this is a bad thing. Multiplayer spawner it is. We call this resource spawner, object spawner, world spawner. We can just put everything in here, right? Entity spawner. What should we call this? Let's say resource spawner, and then we'll also duplicate this for enemy spawner. Okay. Call these object spawner. Object spawner. Let's do that. Object. I like object better. God, I just need a less generic. Oh, pickup spawner. These are all pickupable. Mm-hmm. It's good to do something different every once in a while, like really like shake up your brain because it can unblock other parts of your brain, like doing art instead of programming or switching mediums or switching projects. I can see that. Maybe that's why I just start so many projects and never finish them. The other thing I learned is that it can apply to um, medical, like the body. If you basically reset it, or you can train it to reset when it has an injury or something it can't get over. You can unstuck the body by changing things around. It's like, so those who did like health retreats or whatever were actually kind of onto something. They were unstucking and healing in a way. This is very bad. It is done. I hate adding things in this auto spawn list, so that's how I do it in code. Actually, I don't know if this is gonna work because oh, I can't set the owner because I'm not in the tree. Duh. I don't think I put true on there, so they're all hitting conflicts, right? Exactly. I have a lot of esoterical engine knowledge. It's just absolutely wonderful for a case like that to instantly know. The next part I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a little gem to spawn, right? So let's go get a gem or a crystal. Like, which one should we do? Do you like the sharp one or the kind of soft one? Let's get the from the same creator. Let's get this one. Oh shit, he's got a whole fucking pack. Oh, that one's great. Hell yeah. This is a nice crystal. I like all these. Fucking Christ. Yeah, let's grab that one. Okay. That was a terrible fucking search. The word rock. Fragile. Big cup of water. Script. Why is the collision shapes always like wait a second, it's math. It's super, super small. Anyone tell me what this bug is about? I think it's actually a bug. Unless like I am at a minuscule zoom level or something like that, which I don't think is the case. I'm not seeing any. Is this? I didn't transform this. What the fuck is this? What am I fucking seeing? It has a does it have a collision shape here? I saw this in another. I mean, there it is, right? What's the deal? Why can't I see collision shapes? Oh, turned off in the gizmos. Holy God Almighty! Are you fucking kidding me? Because I mean, there's no other reason it would be off, but you can adjust anything you want to see. Like sometimes I turn off like navigation map when I'm or light probes, all these sort of things. Like it's kind of I must have been playing with like the plush character or the if I'm in here, like this stuff bothers me, so I'll go and I'll turn them off. Like joint, you can turn off bones and what is this one? Skeleton probably. Yeah, soft pony spring. These look to be like joints, but I turned joint 3D off, so I don't know. Sometimes I want them on though. Spring bone collisions, no. Oh, spring bone simulator. Physical bone. There we are. Yeah, you can hide them, but you can just turn them off permanently. But I was like, I must have turned them off when I had some like complex something going on, and it was bothering me because it was in my other project too. It wasn't just this project, so I thought it was an editor bug, but it's just a me bug. We need to go 1.2, 1.5. Well, we can do 1.3, and then 0.5. Doesn't have to be perfect. Perfect. I said it doesn't have to be perfect. I just adjust it more. Okay. So these are the shards that are going to pop out. From the main crystal. So let's test that we can pick that thing up. Oh, we gotta turn collision shapes off. Come with me. Come with me. Why would you not want to come with me? I am holding you. Oh. I'm holding you, I guarantee it. I wonder what that means. He's like, oh, he doesn't have a multiplayer synchronizer. Should just be that. All right, so now we still have our collision boxes on, but that's fine. I still can't hold it. Oh, wait. I can hold it on the server. I can't hold it where I am. Curious. Curious indeed. I'm holding it out in the server. Hey, do you want it, buddy? He can't see it either. It's not there for him. So this one has collision shape. Collision shape. Is it really just like being on a certain layer? Oh, I'm calling. What the fuck? This is not the right. Where is my small crystal? I put the fucking multiplayer synchronizer on the wrong freaking crystal. I want this small crystal to have one. So that's what you get for naming things similarly. Okay, now it should go with us. So anything different between this one and that one a sound, which we don't care about. But we'll add. All right, give me that. Yeah, I've got a crystal. Can I have the crystal? Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Hey, it's mine. I stole it. I stole it from you. Haha. Get in there. Damn, that thing has some weird jitter to it. What do we think that means? Okay. So now this thing shall make a new rock. So where's the resource that it chose? It chose this. It chose this rock, this resource. That's cool. And now we want to choose a different resource. Crystal small. All right. So now this crystal, big crystal, let's call it big crystal. Crystal node. Sounds nice. Actually, crystals. Or we can call this resources. Or minables or something. I don't like all these names. I'm so bad at naming. All right, we did a bunch of changes. Anybody broken? Anybody unhappy? Crystal small. So now these are going to drop out of the sky as crystals. Yeah, I know I'm on your head. Sorry. That's good. We have implemented mining. I knew there was one more to give it. Now we toss them to our buddy. These things have a real strange jitter to them, whereas rocks are also having a strange jitter. I think we're not disabling physics on our machine. I think resource interactable. Uh-oh. Holy shit. How did this never happen before? Are you guys experiencing jitter? I see it's rock solid. I think it's this. Set process multiplayer is server. Are we in WebRTC mode? We're in server authoritative. Let's roll this back. It's jittering like fucking nuts. And I don't think that's frame jitter. That's physics jitter. Okay, no physics happen now. Rigid body, interactable. Nothing. Oh, you know what? I think maybe I'm assuming owner inappropriately. Request pickup. Get remote sender. No, no, no. Owner set owner peer. This shouldn't. I completely broke physics. There. But I broke it in a way where it's very curious. It's almost like this interactable pickup is calling super or something, or isn't extending correctly. Set 0. That makes sense. That's definitely the weirdest thing I've seen all day. That's not standard frame rate jitter. What is that? Let's try this. This is not the issue, I know. Shit. I have to create a new lobby. Perfect. Yeah, they love it. And my frame rate is now. The only thing I changed here was the frame rate. If that is frame rate, then frame rate is paramount to a smooth physics simulation. And I have to rethink my entire life. Okay. Okay. We're down to 40 frames per second on the... What's wrong with this? Is it because the server can't process enough frames for us to have a smooth... Yeah, because it's smooth on the server. What the hell is going on? I didn't change any of this stuff. Nothing. Nothing. Was it this? Let's try removing these guys from the spawner in world. But they don't come in that way. It's literally not it. Okay. That's it. It's frame rate. No, it's not. What is going on? I swear to God, I didn't have such crazy... I don't think it knows what it is at this point. Maybe this. This is unplayable. But why? Aping? What we're going to do is commit this branch, and then we're going to roll back and test if it was something we added in this latest. It's jittering, and I hate it. Where it wants to go is determined completely on the server. Oh, what about this? I think because maybe something. Well, then it wouldn't be in. All right. We're baffled. This is my least favorite kind of bug. I really screwed the pooch there. Elk her up. No. Fresh clone is the only answer. Let's see. Let's go check out this. We got to fail forward, maybe. My least favorite type of failing. I see you, Jitter. But why? I'm gonna restart my computer. I think I just might be done with this because of the bugs. Maybe I'll restart my computer. I don't think I'm gonna be back on. If anyone wants to try this out and see how it works, you can play it here. But I will, just take two Chrome windows side by side if you want to try it out. Okie dokie. I think I'm out of here. Yeah. Have fun, folk. Thanks for joining. And bye-bye.